Hello everybody, my name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to keep this one a short one as I did just come off of a pretty long live stream. We're going to be discussing the Chicago Bulls and Denver Nuggets game reaction, in which the first time we versed Denver, we obviously beat them in double overtime. It was a fantastic game. This time out, we did unfortunately lose to the Denver Nuggets, so we're going to be discussing that in this video. Before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and comment down below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and obviously the loss today. Are you proud of the team? A couple of people that came by the watch along, thanks for that by the way, was talking about how proud of the team they were for fighting, considering that was our bench, that kind of played against the majority of Denver's good starting lineup and stuff of that nature. But of course, at the end of the day, we lost in pretty bad fashion, I would say, towards the end. I'm just going to quickly get the score right here. I probably should have come more prepared for this. Either way, we lost this game 116 to 102. So that, again, you look at the whole grand scheme of things, we lost in a pretty bad way. But that first half was pretty enjoyable. Again, you got to understand that this starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls consisted of Coby White, Ayo Dosunmu, Patrick Williams, Torrey Craig, and Andre Drummond. That is a lineup you're probably never going to see in the starting five ever again. You know what I mean? And that team kept up in a competitive way against the Denver Nuggets. Now, let's be honest. I'm not going to lie to you and say we were the better team. We were the worst team pretty much all game. Denver played better than us. Their bench played better than us. Their starters played better than us. But that team that we saw, that Chicago Bulls team right there, showed some heart, some passion. We saw some great things. Some guys like Coby and Patrick Williams. Ayo Dosunmu with an extremely underrated performance. On the bench, you saw Patimi make some ridiculous threes. That was incredible to see. But yeah, altogether, it wasn't necessarily an amazing game to watch. There was a lot of mistakes, a lot of turnovers. Denver made every three-point shot imaginable, and the Bulls did not play that great defensively, I would say, in general. But there was a lot of fight there, and there was a lot of, I guess, passion to try and bring that game as close as it can be, and to try and show that competitive spirit for the most part, which was the most enjoyable part of the game. But yeah, we saw Patrick Williams become aggressive Pat today. 20 points in this game. That was fantastic to see, and I enjoyed that. Again, Coby White coming in and being that scorer. I said this as well in the middle of the stream. We don't have our big three. Someone has to step up on the scoring side of the ball. I think the biggest weakness of that Bulls team, despite obviously the struggle defensively, is the fact that there's not a lot of creativity in that Bulls lineup offensively. So who's going to step up and find ways to score? And you saw Coby White do a tremendous job in that. Patrick Williams did a tremendous job in that. And Ayo, again, almost had a double-double performance. He did a tremendous job in that as well. So I can't complain with the performances of our young guys there, that you expect to kind of grow and take the next step when the spotlight was on them, when they needed to step up. In some different ways, those players stepped up to the table. But again, it wasn't all sunshines and rainbows. We could talk about Patrick Williams' offensive capabilities. I'm very worried about Patrick Williams rebounding at the moment. That was a big thing mentioned. I think he only had one rebound today, and that's a problem, because I predicted Patrick Williams will improve his rebounding and will improve his help defense. And so far, those things I predicted for him to improve in, I don't think he's done a very good job in. So that's a problem for me. As much as there's positives, there's negatives there. And even guys like Jevon Carter, for example, I think every time he got to the paint, he got swatted. So that's something we need to look at as well. Better shot selection for these guys, kind of knowing where their positioning is and what shots they need to take on this Bulls team to be effective. It's clear that Jevon Carter in the paint is not the ideal way to go. So maybe steering away from that in the future could be a necessity. But yeah, altogether, I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. I'm proud of this team for fighting. I'm proud of this team for showing that competitive spirit. I'm proud of this team for some of the plays stepping up. I was disappointed in the bench, in all honesty, but it is what it is from that standpoint. And we'll see what happens in the next game. Again, this is kind of a throwaway game in my eyes. You got to see players play that you probably wanted to see, which is great. The young guys showed some potential, which is great. But we know for a fact, next game against the Raptors, you're probably going to see the starting five that you want to see. The big three, and then obviously Coby and Pat, or maybe it's Jevon Carter and Torrey Craig. Maybe it's one or the other. Who knows? You're going to see the starting five. You're going to see the main team go at it. And you're going to see the best version of the Chicago Bulls most likely. So I'll take this game with a pinch of salt in it. It was nice, good moments, very bad moments in there as well. We obviously lost big time. That fourth quarter was dreadful to watch. But yeah, we'll move on into that next game. More positive, more ready, and time to ramp it up. I think that's what Billy Donovan said before the game. It's time to ramp it up after this. So you're probably going to see more minutes for the big three in the third or fourth quarters, and you're going to probably see a very identical rotation to what you will see in our very first game of the regular season. What do you guys think of the game? Thank you all so much for watching. Drop a like and a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.